The newsroom of the News Agency of Nigeria, NAN, in Lagos was full of fun, joy, and laughter as members of staff gathered to celebrate Cultural Day. The Cultural Day was part of activities of the 2024 Press Week organized by the Nigeria Union of Journalists, NUJ, NAN Lagos Chapel. Everyone wore their different traditional attires, showcasing Nigeria's rich culture. The event was a chance for colleagues to bond while celebrating the beauty and diversity of their heritage. Mrs. Nneka Isaac Moses, Managing Director of Goge Africa, called for the promotion of indigenous languages, especially among children, to preserve Nigeria's cultural heritage. The culture and tourism expert also highlighted the role of the media as a driver for national rebirth through cultural storytelling.
Cultural storytelling needs to return. Sensational news is all over the place. Once you have your phone and you have data, you're a newscaster, you are a journalist. Some of us are showcasing our bodies. Some of us are busy putting together false narratives. Why? We want some likes. We want to start making money on TikTok. So this is the very reason why the media in Nigeria and in Africa needs to stand up and rise up to the occasion. Because cultural storytelling is more than recounting of folk tales or historical events. It is a reflection of a people's identity, our values, our beliefs, and our world view. So when we tell our own stories ourselves, we will have the power in our hands to tell people who we are and who they want to see us as. If we in the media will lead the way, our young ones will follow. We showcase the best that we have. We drown the voices of negativity. We drown the voices of hate with positivity. That's what we need to do as media. Whether you're practicing professionally or as an individual, you have a role to play.
Let's make it a point, a decision to share positive news about ourselves. The more we failing to do that, the more other people are telling our story. That is why until today, it is the foreigners that have told our stories. They've come to our land, they have divided our lands, they've set our boundaries, they've given us the names we know. So this is identity deprivation, which we needed to be careful about as much as the world is becoming a global village. But we should watch over our identity, which is our culture. Now, this identity here I'm referring to as Africans, not just as your tribe. Yes, already I've said that in Africa, we are so rich, and one of the wealth and heritage we have is our diverse cultures.
Culture is very important. Apart from being your identity, things surrounding culture also yields revenue, So as we go out here, we should be proud of what we have. We should be proud of our language. We shouldn't stop with us. We have children that are coming up. If we have children, and we're going to have children, please stop all this speaking of English and all of those stuff. The typical Chinese person is not going to be speaking English all the time. The Indians, wherever they are, they speak their language, not to talk of us. So please, whatever we have, we should pass it down to the coming generation. Uphold our culture, love our culture, let our culture bind us together.
Mr. Adeleye Ajayi, Chairman, NUJ Lagos Council, stressed the need to uphold African culture in its entirety, while Mrs. Ifeyiwa Omowole, a Deputy Editor-in-Chief, commended the NUJ NAN Chapel for putting up an impactful program.